morning. So we're here at the Mammoth Site. We're going to talk a little bit about the summer camps that they have going on here today. I'm with Seth, who is, what's your title again, Seth?
I'm a science educator here at the site.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, we got the science educator here, and we're going to talk a little bit about the dig sites that are going on. But first I wanted to ask just, can you overview those summer camps and kind of what they are and what's going to be going on?
Absolutely. So each summer camp goes from Monday through Friday, 12:30 to 4. And basically what we do is they get to excavate a dig site basically from the first step of finding the dig site, finding where the bones are at, getting all of the sediment removed. They get to learn how to map, what the sediment is actually made out of. So, is it sand? Are there any microfossils? And then they get to learn how to map, do plaster jacketing, and then basically what happens to the bones once they go into the museum.
Mm-hmm. And so right now it's one group of students, but it's a different group every week. And so I wanted to ask, is there still a chance for people to sign up if they're interested?
Absolutely, yeah. We're running this program more or less till basically middle of August. So basically, we have I think about 4 more weeks left going of different groups coming through, and it's a different group every time. So.
Mm-hmm. And is that on the website? Where can someone sign
it's
up?
on our website. They can also email me at which is also on the website, but it's sethv@mammothsite.org for more information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, awesome. That's it's good to know that there's still room available. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about what we're sitting in front of here.
Yeah.
So can you just explain what this is?
Absolutely. So what we're in front of right now is something that the kids from this week have been excavating. So they found a lower leg bone down here, and they're uncovering something right up here that my guess is probably the upper leg bone as they're coming through.
Right. No, and we can kind of get a little bit of a look here. I mean, it looks like, yeah, we're probably going to have something big under here. And then I did want to ask, you have a little bit of a set of tools here for the kids that are doing this. Could you kind of explain what those are?
So a lot of the tools, so they're using pretty much the same tools we use in our dig site. So basically we use a lot of hand tools that allow us to have a lot of control. It takes a little bit more time to excavate, but when we're digging in our site, our bones are very fragile, so we want to make sure we're protecting them as much as possible as we're excavating. So we use things like paint brushes. We use different types of cartons that kind of function as basically little dust pans, so that way we can get that sediment up and out of the way. And then we also use things like trowels for when the sediment gets a little bit more compacted. It allows them to kind of break up the rock around it, so that way they can kind of remove it a little bit more easily.
Mm-hmm. No, and then one thing I always like to ask with stuff like this is, if someone's on the fence and they think they want to do this, but they don't really know, what would you say to try and get them out here?
So for me, one of the coolest things about this program is, so the kids are recording, taking notes. We have our guides that are kind of showing here's how we dig and stuff like that. But in a lot of ways, the kids are kind of in control of where they want to dig, how they want to, excavate, and they get to kind of, make those decisions in the field, kind of like we do as paleontologists when we're trying to figure out, okay, what's the best process for removing and excavating this bone? So the kids get to kind of, be in charge of the science, so to speak.
Trying to sort of encourage them to get into this type of thing.
Absolutely. It's one thing to see the results in a museum. It's another thing to kind of, be, partaking in the process that gets those results.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I think that's all the time we had, Seth, but I wanted to thank you for being here, and we'll toss it to Eric with a little bit more weather.